Let me paint you a picture. You work all month, tired, stressed, maybe questioning your life choices at 2 a.m. Then finally, payday hits. You're expecting $2,000. You open your bank app, $1,456. And you're like, wait, who took the rest? You scroll down. Federal tax, state tax, Social Security, Medicare. Basically, everyone got paid except you. Welcome to taxes, the system where money leaves your account, and you're supposed to say, thank you. Now, to be fair, taxes are not completely evil. They pay for roads, schools, hospitals, and yes, occasionally things like billion-dollar missiles nobody asked for. There are different types, too. Income tax hits what you earn. Sales tax hits what you spend. And capital gains tax, that one hits your money while you're sleeping. Even your money is not safe. Then comes the best part. Filing taxes. The government already knows how much you owe, but they make you guess. It's like a game. If you're right, nothing happens. If you're wrong, good luck. Now let's talk about banks, because this part is funny. You walk into a bank, deposit your money, and you imagine it sitting safely in a vault somewhere, guarded by lasers, cameras, maybe a dragon. Yeah. No. That money is already gone. Banks don't just store your money, they take your money and lend it to someone buying a jet ski. You deposit $1,000. They keep maybe $100. And the rest? Gone. Loaned out. This is called fractional reserve banking, which is just a fancy way of saying, we hope not everyone asks for their money at the same time. Because if they do, yeah, we saw what happened in 2008. Banks make money very simply. They take your money, lend it to someone else, and charge them more interest than they give you. That's it. You are the product. Now let's talk about interest, because this one is dangerous. Interest is basically money paying rent. If you borrow $1,000 and pay back $1,200, that extra $200, that's the rent for using someone else's money. Now there are two types. Simple interest, which is calm, polite, like here's a small fee. And compound interest, which is a different story. That's like, hey, your debt now has kids, and they also want money. Miss one credit card payment, and suddenly your $10 purchase becomes a life lesson. But on the other side, compound interest is also how people get rich. If your money grows 7% every year, it starts slow. Then suddenly, it doesn't. That's why interest is either your worst enemy or your best employee. Now inflation. This one hits everyone. You buy a bag of chips, open it, and it's half empty. You check the price. It's higher than last time. Congratulations. You just met inflation. Inflation is when your money slowly loses value. Not dramatic, not overnight, just quietly stealing from you. You still have $5, but it buys less. Less food, less fuel, less life. Why does this happen? Simple. Too much money, chasing the same things. If everyone suddenly has more money, but there's the same number of TVs, prices go up. And sometimes it's not even real. People expect prices to rise, so they spend faster, which makes prices rise. Yes, the economy is basically powered by vibes. Now let's talk about recessions. A recession is when everything just slows down. One day, you're fine. Next day, people are losing jobs. Markets are falling. And suddenly, everyone becomes financially responsible overnight. It's like a party. At first, music, energy, money flowing. Then suddenly, lights come on, and everyone realizes they shouldn't have been there. Now credit scores. Your credit score is basically a number. That decides how much your life will cost. It's not about how rich you are. It's about how trustworthy you look. You can have money and still get rejected. Miss payments. Score drops. Use too much credit. Score drops. Apply too much. Score drops. It's like a toxic relationship. One mistake, and it remembers forever. Now, here's the weirdest part of all. Money itself. Money is not real. It's just paper. Or numbers. The only reason it works is because we all agree it works. A dollar has value because people believe it does. If tomorrow everyone decided, yeah, this is useless, that's it. Game over. Money is trust. Nothing more. Now investing. This is where things change. If you leave your money sitting, inflation eats it. If you invest it, it works for you. Instead of trading time for money, you use money to make more money. Stocks, bonds, real estate, different tools. Same goal, growth. And here's the truth. Most rich people didn't get lucky. They just waited. They let time do the work. Because time is the most powerful thing in finance. Money grows slowly at first, then suddenly, it doesn't. And that's how wealth is built, not in days, not in months, in decades. And once you understand all this, you stop asking, how do I get rich fast? And start asking, how does this system actually work?